Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the X Team NuCalm Social Hour. We do this every Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I am zooming in from the Dominican Republic, where we've been for a few days here. A trip that Lisa and I had planned a little while back. Of course, absolute terrible timing for the launch of our business, but hey, we're getting stuff done on vacation as well, and we're glad to be here. We're glad you're here, and we've got a lot of exciting things to talk about tonight. I do have Cowboy Doug Glaze on. We're going to hear from him in a moment. Also, if you've got a story, a NuCalm story that you'd like to share, just click the raise your hand button, and we'll call on you so you can share your story. I know some of you have just really, maybe had a night or two utilizing the NuCalm app, and I want to make sure you have the opportunity to share your first impressions. Myself, I know Cowboy, you've been using it for a couple of weeks now. We already know what we know, and it's pretty amazing. Getting some of the best sleep of our lives, and so many other great benefits. I'm going to cover kind of how to use the app a little bit, things you want to focus on a daily basis, and we'll get into that in a minute or so. But I want to suggest is this: they've shifted, in case you aren't aware, they've shifted from a 7-day free trial to a 30-day risk-free trial. 30-day risk-free, which is great because it really takes people sometimes a little bit longer than 7 days to kind of decide whether or not it's something for them or not. But the other thing about that is it just makes it so much easier for accounting. It makes it so much easier for commissions, and it makes it simpler so that there's no holds on people's cards. Because if somebody uses a debit card, there was a hold being placed, and that was being very disruptive and confusing to people who were trying to take a 7-day free trial. So kudos to the company for figuring that out within 24 hours of the launch, and have shifted over to a 30-day risk-free trial. So to be clear about that, people will be charged for whatever plan they choose when they enroll, and then they have 30 days, and for whatever reason, no questions asked. If they are not completely happy with their NuCalm service and product, then they can just ask for a refund and they can get their money back. So I really like the way they've done that. It's going to make things a lot smoother for building a business and moving forward. So I just wanted to make sure you're aware of that. If you weren't aware of it, I know a lot of people were presented this opportunity prior to the launch, and they expected a 7-day free trial. It's a little different, it's a little better, and it's certainly a lot easier for the company and for accounting and all kinds of other reasons like that. Also, there will be emails that you'll be getting if you did catch that. If you were somebody that got involved for the 7-day free trial early on, that would be anytime before the afternoon of Friday the 19th, then you in fact may be getting emails that talk about a 7-day trial, and that your 7 days is almost up and that they are about to charge your card. So that is possible. There are quite a number of people that fall into that category. And then of course, most new people from Friday the 19th on in the evening, they just were charged at the time of enrollment, as that shift had taken place really, really quickly. So I wanted to point that out. Also, it's really key that people have patience, with what the company is doing with NuCalm, because it is new. This is something that has never been done before in our industry. And for that, a number of things are happening. First off, we're attracting so many more people from so many different countries because of the digital nature of this product. This has never been done before in network marketing, to have a health product that is digital, that's dropped into this space in a way that they're doing this. And we're talking about something that has clinical studies on it, but not just clinical studies, it has patents on it, okay? Patents. One of the patents is for the ability of NuCalm to reduce stress, to reduce anxiety, and also depression. That's one of the patents. The second patent, the only patent, again, that was ever issued for these types of things for a product like this, is its ability to balance the human neural system, right? To be able to to balance that is just unbelievable, right? And that's never been available like this to be able to do that. So I'm pretty excited about what's happening here, but you all have to have some patience because it's going to take some time for them to smooth out some of the kinks, and that's what they've been doing. And we're just have so many people coming on to this company right now. It's absolutely exciting what's been happening. I'm getting calls from people who, I've known for many, many years in this industry. That all of a sudden, maybe they'd gone over to crypto, or they had gone over to do some kind of a travel thing, or they were, attracted to something that was not a physical product, but they always liked health products. And here's the very first time that that is happening, where you've got an actual health product that has clinical studies that can help people in so many different ways. And sleep is such a big issue. That's always the first thing that we talk about. Because if you can get a really good sleep, I mean, think about it. What's going to happen for the rest of your day if you're sleeping better? If you just change that one thing for people, that is going to be a game changer for them in their lives and the people around them, of course. So, hey, Cowboy, I know you've got a lot going on. We were just talking about international expansion and how exciting things have been in your organization since this started. And buddy, I know you're excited about this. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about why this is blowing up here in the United States and why also internationally.
Well, it's the four things you want: unique, timing, results, and we can put one in there, FDA cleared. With Adam and I was talking today, and 30 some years of doing this side by side and being successful. And we never had a product that was FDA cleared. Not that they didn't want it, they all wanted it, but only one could put the millions of dollars into it to get it. And then to back it with a double patent, it's fresh, Adam. We're first. We've experienced a few bumps. I had a call today, and the call yesterday, but we're getting them ironed out. But I've never woke up with 14 countries in my downline, and unbelievable. And then, for years, I remember 2005, we had a great juice product that was 135 for me and 135 for Debbie. And with shipping and tax, it was 170 to the door. We had $340 just to be in the business in 2005. If we both take the $42 and change package, we got $85, half the price we had 20 years ago, with FDA cleared, with patents, and the science. I had Dr. Pat on today, and she said, "Did you try this? And did you try this?" I said, "No, but when I do, I'm calling you, and then you can tell me in my terms what's happening here, because I feel good. I love the power nap. Uh, I love giving people the choice: a yearly, a monthly, a Cadillac package, a regular package. This fits everybody. Would you not sleep for 25 bucks a month, or would you love to depression, clear focus, memory, rejuvenate for 42? It's you don't sell it, you share it.
Well, Cowboy, I know you're fired up about it, and it is true. Having that many people show up in that many countries overnight is really a game changer in our industry. And again, because we're not shipping anything, right? We're not shipping anything. They're downloading an app,
Mhm.
and this is only. You made a great point. This has only been available as an app form for the last few years, right? It's only been available in that form. Prior to that, it was sold to
Mhm.
organizations, and it was a $6,000 FDA cleared class 3 medical device,
Mhm.
right? And so now you've got something that is perfect for direct sales. It has to have a little bit of a touchy feel to explain, right? You have to maybe
Mhm.
share with it how it worked for you, and it's really perfect for that. And we
Mhm.
are the exclusive marketers globally of this incredible technology. And again, I'm blown away by the fact that we are the
Well,
custodians of this, and it's doing such amazing things for us. Cowboy, talk to us about the power nap. What are you finding when you do that?
oh, I love it. Debbie told me today, "Are you tired?" I said, "No." "Why are you going in there?" I said, "Because I love the power nap." And you know, people are feeling this a little different. I talked to a new guy in Ohio today, and he was ecstatic on his first power nap. He said, "Amazing." Now, the first time I tried it, I was a little restless. The music, you know, I wasn't, and I turned the volume down a little bit. Now it's my go-to. I mean, it's my go-to. I don't go a day without it. And you know, you guys have to remember this is like when we were a baby. You know, when Adam was born, he took 2 steps at 10 months and everybody's cheering. And then he doesn't take another step or two for a couple of days. And then a week later, he's following you through the house and holding your hand because his brain had to accept he is now walking. That's the same with this. Your brain will absorb, and every day you use this system, it absorbs a little quicker, a little deeper. And I have noticed that the power nap, the day 4, 5, 6, and 7 was better than day 1 and 2. The night sleep. Um, I've told you if I have that little Yorkie and she wants to come up, I will tell you that Yorkie is in paralyzed zone. When I get up in 20, she's still knocked out. I wake her up, and I will promise you, never did I wake her up because if I get up, she's right with me. So I said this before. We're going to hear animal testimonies. I would just say, you know, if you get a call, something's not working quite right. Listen to me. You better thank your blessings you're first. You better thank the person that invited you, that thought enough about you to give you this opportunity to be in now. The pioneers are the millionaires. That saying's been going on in network marketing. Will this product last? Well, let's talk about it. It's already lasted how long, Adam? 19 years, 30 years?
36
Uh,
years. The company's been around for 36 years. It took them 32 years to map the frequencies of the human
mhm.
brain.
Right. So we have something proven. We will never have a competition against us. They will never have the patent. They will never have the FDA cleared. We're affordable. It's fun. It works. It has results. And I just say share it, man. Share it because I've never seen where you're getting more yeses than nos in this industry in my entire career. Back to you, Big Adam. I figure you'd be shirtless tonight with that tan in Domenico.
Well, you're catching me a little later on at night. You can't see behind me, but the ocean is back there, and it's kind of breezy tonight, so it's kind of nice. But you know, you bring up a good point too. You mentioned how the quality of your sleep using the app has gotten better over time, so there's an accumulation effect.
Mhm.
Um, One of the things that I know about the power nap is that you're being brought from, you know, where you are performing in your daily routine to, let's say you're at 40 hertz, and you're being brought down to zero point 0.4 hertz with the power nap, which, you know, is going to bring you down to a place where you're dozing off. You feel like you're dozing off. Now, in 20 minutes, you might not, in fact, actually fall asleep, right? But you might just be brought down to that restful state where you're about to sleep, or you maybe you sleep a little bit. But Harvard says that 20 minutes is the equivalent to getting 2 hours of deep sleep, according to Harvard research, right? So I even noticed it myself. Like I did a power nap or two, and I didn't fall asleep completely. But you know that point when you're about to go to bed or you're about to sleep, and you kind of catch yourself, oh, I almost fell asleep. Oh, you know that spot in the evening where you go, oh yeah. Well, you know, you feel that. You definitely feel that when you take a power nap, and sometimes you're out. You're totally out. Now, what I'll do sometimes is I will take it off and I'll put it on loop, right? Because you can have it with chimes after the power nap in 20 minutes, or you can put it on loop. Now, I got to warn you, sometimes a 40-minute power nap, you know, you might find yourself not waking up after that. And so if you got a place to be, I don't recommend the loop. You want to keep it with the chimes so that you actually get up. But there's other things that you'll want to do too, like do not disturb on your phone. make sure you put it on do not disturb. You don't want every chime, text, phone call, you don't want things interrupting you. And that's true for also at night, is you want to put that on do not disturb so that you don't end up with those types of things interrupting your sleep or the track that's being played. So that's kind of important also. I want to cover something that is, just a practice that you want to get into. Again, balancing the nervous system. This is something that is, new to most people. Most people just live in fight or flight, and this is a new concept to be able to actually do something throughout your day and evenings to do that. So, as a regular practice, you want to use the rescue, which is that technology that has, so many of the patents are about the rescue, right? You do that for 20 minutes a day. Every single day, you should be doing a rescue at some point. Deepest sleep, every night you're doing deepest sleep. You're doing deepest sleep plus. If you're one of those people that have a, one of those racing minds, it's tough to get to sleep, right? The very first 20 minutes of that track for deepest sleep plus includes rescue. And so there's rescue, and then they tack on the sounds of the ocean or the sounds of, a rainstorm in summer, or the sounds of, the chirpers. There's a couple of different tracks you can choose from. But when you do deepest sleep plus, it's including that 20 minutes to introduce and to kind of bring your mind down to a place where, you're not racing all your thoughts. Because I don't know about you, but anytime I've ever had trouble sleeping, it's because of that, right? Because of racing thoughts. And then the last thing, and you want to get into the habit of this, is there's a stress test that you can do on the app. And it's such an easy thing for you to do. And you should be doing this throughout the day so you can kind of keep score. It takes 35 seconds. That's it, 35 seconds. You just hold the phone 6 inches from your mouth, not completely in front of it, to the side, right? And you just describe the room you're in a regular voice, 35 seconds. And it will rate your stress level based on that 35-second interaction with the stress test. And then you can do a rescue or do a power nap or do one of the programs that are on the app, and then you can do a stress test again, right? Another 35 seconds. So these are the important things that you want to do on a daily basis. Stress is cumulative. It builds quietly and in the background. You got emails, you got deadlines, you got texts, you got travel, you got conversations, social media, small things. They kind of stack up in your nervous system, right? And so if you don't manage your stress, you're not going to sleep well. And so those are the things that you want to do on a regular basis. And I just wanted to point that out. Also, you'll be getting some emails from both NuCalm as well, directly, as well as from Social X on the practices, the best practices to use the NuCalm app. And I think that will make a huge difference as well. All right. Well, that's pretty much what I wanted to cover tonight. On Tuesday night live, I should say on tonight at 9 p.m., I believe Stu Finger is doing an opportunity presentation, and that will be a short presentation that he does at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight at socialxwebinar.com. That's socialxwebinar.com. They do their events. The corporation does their events on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Again, socialxwebinar.com. Tonight is an opportunity presentation. On Thursday will be a live interview with the CEO of NuCalm, and that is Jim Poole, and you definitely do not want to miss that. Many of you have seen, of course, Jim on all the videos, and this is going to be a live interview with David DiArcangelo and also Jim Poole, the CEO of NuCalm. And again, that's 9 p.m. Eastern on Thursday night. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, the big nights to be plugged in. We do ours every Tuesday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And we're glad you're all here. If there's anybody that's raised a hand, I'm trying to see if anybody's raised a hand.
Hey, Adam.
Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Hey, I want to just what I like to share. When I started in this business about 43 years ago, one of my mentors was a multimillionaire, and his name was Jeff Roberti. But one of the things he taught us in the early days when we built big back then was It has to be easy, fun, simple, magical, and duplicatable. And that was his philosophy all through. And of course, he makes a couple $100,000 a month now. So I just want to share that. And this is easy, fun, simple, magical, and duplicatable.
Well, Dave, I know you're fired up about it. I mean, you pretty much dropped everything that you were doing to do this, and I'm just
Everything.
excited to have you, my friend. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on the future Zooms with a large team of people that are getting to see how simple this is. So thanks for hopping on here tonight. All right. Anybody else here that? No, I think we're okay.
Adam,
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, hi Tracy.
I just wanted to ask, because I know that you say to use the rescue for 20 minutes every day, but
Mhm.
then you mentioned the deepest sleep plus that has the rescue in it. So if you didn't, can you do that and not do the
Yeah,
rescue?
that's a great question. And I think what you really want to do is use the rescue earlier in the day. You want to do a stress test, use the rescue, do the stress test again. The rescue being tacked on to Deepest Sleep Plus is specifically for going to bed at night, and it's to kind of bring you down to that certain hertz that you need to get to sleep. And it's
Okay.
kind of an introductory to that. There's also just Deepest Sleep, which doesn't have that. So if you're not a person that has, challenges going to sleep, then you actually have a few more choices as far as tracks go. And there are 8-hour tracks and there are 10-hour tracks for when
Okay.
you're going to bed at night. I like to use the one with the 20 minutes in the beginning because I'm one of those people that, I don't usually have a hard time going to sleep, but, every once in a while, if I'm excited about something or there's something big coming up the next day or whatever, you got a lot on your mind, I like to have that bring me down to a place where, I'm I'm going to go to sleep a little bit faster, and it
Okay.
works extremely well.
And then when would you normally use the rescue? Like what time of day?
Any time of day is fine. Any time of day. Yeah.
Okay.
And there are other tracks. There's Ignite and there's Flow, and for creativity, there's things for concentration. And some of those it's helpful to have a nice headset for, right? Those are important. For power nap, that's important. For some of those, that's really important. Bluetooth speaker is great for at night, of course. You're not going to have something on your head. That's not necessary. But, invest in some decent, electronics for that stuff. You're better off with one over the ears as opposed to in the ears. That's for sure. And some people are concerned about EMFs. So maybe they get a wired one or one that has the option to be wired as well for a headset. And then, of course, a decent Bluetooth speaker. We'll probably put together some suggestions on that stuff and in some different price ranges. But, the reality is most people have a Bluetooth speaker around, hopefully.
And so Bluetooth is okay to use at night when you're
Yes,
sleeping?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, Bluetooth is
Because I knew
gonna,
there was something about actually covering your ears. And I mean, I live alone, so there's no noises in my
sure.
condo.
Yeah.
But so, yeah, I was wondering that.
No, yeah, Bluetooth is fine. Matter of fact, it's recommended. And it took them 9 years to develop the ability for you to not have to wear a headset and to be able to do it with a Bluetooth speaker at night. It took them
Okay,
9
perfect.
years to develop that. And it was important
Okay.
because not everybody wants to, it's hard to sleep with a
Yeah.
thing on your head, right? There you go. Great questions,
Okay,
though. Thanks,
thanks.
Gracie, and welcome to the
Thanks.
team. All right,
Thanks. Glad to be
Terry,
here.
we're glad you're here. Terry, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, Adam, but I'm not going, I don't want you to do anything until you get home.
Okay,
But
fair enough.
the minute you get home,
I'm gonna be there to help you, I promise.
no.
Yeah.
I've got 3 Mexicans, go-getter kind of Mexicans that are eager to get info. I
Oh,
kind of dropped some hints, but
okay.
I'm lost at I'm not even using the product and I'm prospecting. But anyway,
But you will be.
I need to know the Spanish tools the minute you get home.
You got it. And that's something that's being developed. I know as we speak, there's a lot of people looking for different languages. And, again, this is a company that's been around a while and they were focused on, big organizations, the FBI. They were focused on doctors' offices. They were focused on dental practices. They were focused on, sports teams and sports organizations. And so the whole, let's get it into, different languages and let's bring it all over the world. That is our job. And so we're going to be doing most of that, but it'll definitely be happening. And I'm excited to help with that as well, Tara-Lee. So thanks for hopping on tonight.
Okay, thanks.
All right, you got it. All right, anybody else got a hand up? Nope.
One more question, Adam. Which,
go ahead,
is
please.
there, how can we find the list of countries that we're in?
That's a great question. So there was a slide or two about that. I'm just going to shoot it up to you. As a matter of fact, I know where it is. I have put together something on that, and I'll just send it out to you. And if anybody needs that, just hit me up, and I will shoot it out to you as well. I think if you go to the enroll page, you can find the long list of countries that we're available in as well. But I'll send you that list so you have it.
Okay, and I don't need that right away, so you enjoy your vacation.
Hey, this will only
When
take
your
me a
vacation is
second.
done, get back to work.
You got it. Hey guys, I'm going to be home to like Thursday, so I'm only
Okay,
gonna
so
have a
enjoy
couple
the
more
rest
days.
of your time, and you can help us later.
Excellent.
So hang up now.
I love how everybody's so concerned about my vacation. Trust me, guys, it's been awesome. But I'm here to help you guys, and that's why we're here tonight as always. So anyway, I want to thank everyone for hopping on tonight. This has been Tuesday Night Live, the X Team Social Hour. Thanks for hopping on. We'll see everybody next week, same time, but don't miss Thursday. And of course, tonight, Stu's going to be on fire tonight. socialxwebinar.com, 9 p.m. tonight. Everybody have a great night. Bye-bye for now.
Night, Adam.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Adam.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.